So this video is an introduction to acids, bases and pH. So what you should already know is the Bronsted-Lowry definition for an acid. An acid is a proton donor. Remember, a proton is an H+ ion. A base is therefore a proton acceptor. So if we have a look at this reaction, NH3 plus HCl goes to NH4Cl. The ammonia, the NH3, has actually accepted an H+ to form an NH4+ ion. Therefore, the ammonia, accepting an H+, acts as a base. HCl has lost or donated an H+ to form Cl- ions, so the HCl is acting as an acid. If we look at the top reaction here, ethanoic acid plus water goes to ethanoate ions plus H3O+, which is called a hydroxonium ion. The acid, CH3COH, has donated its H+ to form CH3COO-. Also on the left-hand side, H2O has accepted that H+ to form H3O+. So water is acting as a base. Now, if we look at the species on the right-hand side, the CH3COO- can react and go back to form the ethanoic acid, the acid. It does this by accepting an H+, so CH3COO- is a base. The H3O+, when it goes from right to left, donates an H+ to go back to water. Water itself can actually dissociate into H3O+ and OH-. So, whichever water molecule you can look at on the left, one is acting a base and one is acting as an acid. Now, acids and also bases, we need to think about two things about them. The concentration. So the concentration of an acid is to do with the number of particles in a given volume. Therefore, the more particles in a given volume, the higher the concentration. Also, we need to know about strength. Now, the strength of an acid or a base is to do with the amount of dissociation, or also called ionization, because it forms ions. So looking at the equation at the bottom, HCl, when added to water, dissociates, breaks up, into H3O+ ions and Cl- ions. HCl is almost fully dissociated. If you took about 10 million HCl molecules, 9,999,999 of them would break up and form H3O+ or H+ and Cl-. However, if you take ethanoic acid and add it to water, it's only slightly dissociated. It's only slightly ionized. In fact, only about 1 in 10,000 ethanoic acid molecules will break up. The final thing you need to know is that pH is a measure of the concentration of H+ ions. So this will depend both upon the concentration of the original acid and also how much it dissociates. In mathematical terms, pH is the minus log of the H+ aqueous ion. Technically H3O+, but you can write it as pH equals minus log H+. The little p there stands for potens, or minus log to the base 10 of. And pH, although you might think it goes from 0 to 14, it actually goes from -2 or slightly less than -2 to over 16.